Today we are discussing about simplex method. In that simplex method, by using one of the technique linear programming model, by solving the linear programming model by using one of the technique simplex method. Simplex algorithm for maximization case. The steps for simplex algorithm for obtaining an optimum solution to a linear programming problem as follows. Step 1. Convert the linear program into standard form. And step 2. Check whether all the right hand side value of constraint are non-negative. If any one of value is negative, then multiply by corresponding in equation of the constraint by -1. So as to get all the value of non-negative. And step 3. Step 3. Convert all the inequalities of a constraint into equalities by introducing slack or surplus variable. What is a slack and surplus variable means? Slack means if your equation less than or equal to means we have to be add slack. If we are greater than value means equation means we have to be using surplus variable. Variable in the constraint. Put the cost of this variable equal to 0. Step 4. Obtain in initial basic feasible solution. Obtain an optimal basic feasible solution to the problem and put in find in the simplex method. Step 5. Compute the net evaluation delta j equal to zj minus cj bracket j equal to 1 to n by using the relation zj minus cj equal to cb into xj minus cj. Examine the sign. What is examine the sign? First one is if all the net evaluation are non-negative, then the initial basic feasible solution is optimum solution. If second point, if at least one net evaluation is negative, one negative net evaluation, then this, if at least one net evaluation is negative, proceed on next step. Step 6. If there is a more than one negative net evaluation, then choose the most negative of them. The corresponding column is called entering variable. So important, entering variable. In that first point, in step 6, first point, if all the values in this column are less than or equal to 0, then there is a unbounded solution to the given problem. If at least one value is greater than or equal to 0, then the corresponding variables enter the basis. This is for entering variable, this is for unbounded solution. And step 7, compute the ratio xb cross entering the column and choose the minimum of this ratio. The row which is corresponding to this minimum ratio is called leading row. Minimum ratio is called leading row. The common element which is both entering column and leading row is known as leading element, or we can say a key element, intersection of point. These are pivotal element of this table. Step 8. Convert the key element to unity by dividing its row by heading element itself and all the element in this column to 0 by using a elementary row transformation. Step 9. Go to step 5 and repeat the computational process until either an optimum solution is obtained. That is an indication of unbounded solution. Simplex algorithm for minimization case. Step 1. For minimization case, we converted into maximization case by minimize z equal to minus maximize of minus z. Other step of minimization case are similar to maximization step. In linear programming problem, in which constraint may also have greater than, equal to, and equal sign, after ensuring that all the bi greater than equal to 0 are considered. In such case, basic matrix cannot be obtained as an identity matrix in a starting simplest table. Therefore, we introduce a new type of variable called artificial variable. These variables are fixed and cannot have any physical meaning. The artificial variable technique is merely a device to get a starting basic feasible solution, so that the simple procedure may be opted as usual until the optimum solution is obtained. This is an example program of simplex method. Maximize z equal to 12x1 plus 16x2 subject to constraint 10x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 120, 8x1 plus 8x2 less than or equal to 80, and x1 and x2 greater than or equal to 0. This is a non-persistent constraint. In simplex method, first step is convert the linear program into standard form. This is a standard form, maximize z subject to constraint and restriction values. And second step, simplex table of standard form of LPP is maximize z equal to 12x1 plus 16x2. This is S1 is a slack variable, because previous question we have lesser or equal to value. Lesser or equal to value means we have had slack variable. Slack variable. If greater than equal to means we have add surplus variable, but we have surplus variable subtracted. This is a objective function. There is no any coefficient of slack variable. There is no any coefficient of slack. That reason we have to put 0. Subject to constraint inequality equations. Check whether all the right hand side value of the constraint are non-negative. We constrain all the right hand side. This is called right hand side. This is left hand side. Right hand side values always should be positive value. If it is there negative, we should multiply by minus sign for each individual equation. After that, we go to next step. So that step, convert all inequality of constraint into equality by introducing a slack or surplus variable in the constraint. Here less than or equal to value is there in this equation. It is less than or equal to, so that is reason we have to be introduce slack variable. This is first slack variable. This is second slack variable. We introduce a slack variable. And fourth one step is obtain the initial basic feasible solution to the problem and put into first column of the simplex table. After that, we should form some simplex table. So simplex table, it is called simplex table. In that simplex table, Cj means basic variable. Basic variable, slack variable. This is S1 is slack variable, is X2 is slack variable. Here S1 value should be, here X1 value should be 10. S1 value should be 120. X2 value should be 80. And this is Vi means coefficient of basic variable. We should take the objective functions. This is coefficient of slack variable value will be 0. This is coefficient of basic value will be x1 equal to 12, x2 equal to 16. But here the coefficient value will be 0. In a simplex table, we have to be form 0 and these are the basic variable x1, s2, s1, s2. So this value should be Cj value should be objective function's value. This Cj value should be objective function value. So in that objective function 12, 16, 0, 0. So we can return here objective functions value. Objective functions value will be 12, 6, 0, 0, and basic variable should, this value should be equation value. X1 value in equation is, this is solution value, this is minimum ratio. Minimum ratio means 120 divided by 10, 80 divided by 8. So in the particular value, the minimum value should be 6. The minimum value should be 6. So by finding the net evaluation, we need Zj minus Cj minus Zj. By using the simplex table, we have to be, already we know about Cj value. We find out the Zj value. We find out the Zj value means we have to calculate Cbi into x1, and similarly Cbi into x2, Cv into x1, and Cv into net evaluation means there are two techniques we have to be using. Cj minus Zj less than or equal to 0. If you are using Zj minus Cj, then greater than or equal to 0. Here I have to use this technique. We can use both two techniques. We can use any one of the technique, but I have to use this technique. Zj means we have to be multiply 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8, 0. So similarly 0 into 20 plus 0 into 8, 0. So similarly we get this value. Here the most negative value will be 16. So this is called entering variable. This is called entering variable. Living variable means we have to be choose minimum ratio. This is called living variable. This is what we are considering as here living variable. So this intersection point always be value should, this is called, we called as a pivot element. Pivot element. This pivot element always should be 1. So we have to be divided. This we get 1 means we can divide 20 in entire equation. Then we get the value should be this value. We can entire divide this value is 1. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and in corresponding column, in pivot element 1 means this corresponding columns is always will be value should be 0, but here we have 8, so we have to be multiply, we have to be using new value equal to old value minus corresponding key element into corresponding key values equal to key element. So by using this technique we get this value. So this is iteration 1. Again we have to be choose Zj net evaluation, Zj minus Cj. Zj minus Cj means we get 18, 4, 0 minus 4 by 0, 0 is the maximum value would be 4. This is called entering variable. And here minimum ratio means 6, 1 by 2 is 12, and this is entering variable. So this is 8, 12 means this is for living variable. This is intersection point. Intersection point we called as a pivot element. Always it should be 4. So I can divide it 4 into entire equation. Then we get next iteration. We get 1, 0 minus 1 by 10, 1 by 4, 8, 96. And in corresponding column we have here 1 by 2. So we have to be multiplied with formula, we get this value. This is iteration 2. Again we have to check either the net evaluation Zj, Cj minus Zj, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 1, 5. All the values should be less than or equal to 0. Then the given problem is optimum